Hello everybody, welcome to another Rick's Picks. Today I'm going to be doing my review of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figure Michelangelo from the 2000 cartoon by Super 7. So without any further ado, roll that intro. So here he is in packaging. I do like the packaging for him. So you got the Ultimates here, Super 7, your age restrictions. You get this nice window here where you can see him, all his accessories. You got some pretty good art down here too. I like this picture of him. You got the Turtles logo and his name. Come around to this side, not a lot going on. Come around to the back. You got some nice art here. I do like it. Actually, I like this picture of him better than I like the picture of Leo, to be honest with you. You got another picture of him, his name, Super 7 and Nickelodeon. Not much going on this side. On the top here, you got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And you got a little bit of legal on the Super 7 on the bottom. So, all that being said, let's open him up and see what he's about. So now we have him out of package. The first thing we're going to do is look at his points of articulation. So the head does move. Got a shoulder joint here, a little bit on the tight side, with a swivel, an elbow joint, and a wrist joint. Get this other arm up. All right, you do have a thigh joint. A little bit tight, but it is there. You got a knee joint and an ankle joint. All right, let's get these legs back into place. Ooh, all right. Now, the weird thing about these figures, and I didn't mention in the Leo video, is that the holes for the pegs are in the front of the foot opposed to the back. Most figures have like their pegs in the heel, but for some reason with these particular figures, they put them in the front of the foot. It doesn't really change much. It's just something that I felt worth mentioning. So now let's start getting into his finer details. So first off, you got the head sculpt. Do like this head sculpt. Let's put it up a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. So he has that iconic, happy, smiley Mikey face. Right, take a look at that side. Take a look over here. All right. And now we start getting into the body, and there's not a whole lot of extra detail to it. You know, he has your basic Michelangelo body for a cartoon, and usually with cartoon character toys, there's not a whole lot of, extensive detail, but for what he does look cool. He definitely has the whole Michelangelo look, so let's give him the rotation. Okay, got this side. Come around to here. Yeah, this side here where you can see the arm is down. And back around to the front. So now let's take a look at everything he comes with. So first off, he has an alternate head. And this one's just him kind of smiling with a little bit more of a serious face. There is a little bit of discrepancy in the paint up at the top, but it still, looks pretty good. Right, you got 4 hands, so you have the 2 open hands. So you got this one here. And that one. You have 2 fists. So you got 1 and 2. All right. And next up, he has his communicator. All right. And of course, he has his nunchucks. So you have, oops, if it stops spinning. They have one here. Now they do use metal chain, or yeah, it is a metal chain. I like that a lot. I love when they use metal chains. I just feel like it works so much better with these figures. And of course, you have your other one here. And he also comes with two nunchuck spinning effects. So you have this one here, and you have that one. So now let's start taking a really good look at some of this. So let's start with the nunchucks. All right. So that fits into this hand. And then you got this one here. So of course the nunchucks fit very well in his hands. No issues. Now to get that spinning effect, what you do is you take the top piece, the nunchuck off. All right, there we go. And now you add the spin effect. So if you want him, like, maybe spinning it like over his head or something, you could do that, or take this one off. And you can have them, I could get this on there. It goes. You can also have them spinning it down low. So you can do whatever you want with this. So I like that a lot. I think that's really cool that you have that spinning effect. It makes for some neat displays and what have you. So that is pretty cool. I do dig that. Now, his nunchucks should fit on either side of him. There's a little bit of a gap here. But let's see if we could get these things in here. One. All right. Stupid nunchucks. And two, eventually. All right. So if you want to display them on the side here, you can. Now, I wonder if you could get them in the back too. So if you wanted to display them in the back here, let's see. Nah, you're not going to get them in the back. You're going to get them on either side here. So let's put this one here. There we go. All right, so as you can see, you can display them on either side of him like that, which is kind of cool. You can't get them on the backpack just because of the way how the shell is designed and how it loops onto here. So you can't get it back there because there's actually a spot right here where it's sealed onto the shell. All right. So now let's see how well this head and hands work with them. Oh, before I get into that, I almost forgot about his communicator. All right. Or shell phones, I think they were calling them. All right. So you can open up the hands. All right. Ugh. A little bit tight here, though. I'm going to try this one last time. So I can get the fingers to open. They're just fighting me. Usually Raph's the difficult one. Why does Mikey got to be difficult today? There we go. All right. So I was able to get it into his hand. You could probably get it into his hand even more. You just got to play around with the fingers for a little bit to actually get it in there. But it does work. So now let's swap some hands and heads around. So let's pull this head off. That came off pretty easily. All right. That head. Let's get some hands on here. All right, that one. And that one. So, as you can see, that head and the fist do work with him. It's a good looking head sculpt. I do like the smiling face better. I just feel like it fits his personality better. And then, of course, you got your open hands. And they work just as good. So all his accessories work pretty well with him. All right, so let me get into my final thoughts with him. So first off, his joints move pretty well. Don't have any issues with any of his joints. All his accessories work very well with him. I like some of the stylish parts of his accessories. Like I love these spinning nunchucks. I think they go very well with this figure. The same with the smiling face. That is definitely very Mikey. So I do like that. I like the overall look to him. He definitely does capture the look from the cartoon. So would I recommend this figure? Absolutely. I think he's a great piece that would go wonderful with the rest of your Turtles collection. So with that being said, I hope you all did like this review. If you did, go ahead and check out my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle playlist and hit that like, share, and subscribe. They're all small clicks for you, but it really helps this channel grow. So until the next one, late.